don't know why the Bronx is called number 62. But when you really look at it, the reason why the Bronx is called number 62, because out of 62 counties in New York State, we are rated the worst. Our kids have the higher asthma rate. Our teens have the highest dropout rate, the highest unemployment rate. Our elderly have the highest rate of neglect. And so on. We have the highest HIV rate. The Bronx has been the worst, and when you look at Ruben Diaz Jr. hashtag, it says number 62. So the average person would think that that number 62 would be something to be proud of. But when you really know about it, that number 62 is nothing to be proud of. The Bronx is inside the middle of a whole bunch of highways. On one side of the Bronx, we're right in the middle. You got the Major Deegan. You got the Cross Bronx Expressway. You got the Bruckner. All these highways is on the outside of us, and we're stuck in the middle. So you wonder why all our kids grow up and have asthma. Because we are right here to have asthma. That's it right there. All the kids have asthma. And it goes on and on and on. In New York State, when they put out essential businesses, the liquor store was essential business. That was essential business in New York State, a liquor store. Not somewhere where you can take care of yourself and take care of your family.
No, got my thing right there, man. All right.
You know, not something that you can take care of your family, a liquor store. Was made essential business. And that show you right there. You go to the average politician in the Bronx, you come down right here. I'm at the plaza right here. You have Assemblyman Jose Rivera, his office is right there. Right here is the epicenter of homelessness. The majority of the people that sit right here, right outside his office, is homeless. So before you can take care of somewhere outside, you need to take care of your own backyard. When you go to Fernando Cabrera, where he's at, he's on 183rd. We're the epicenter of crime. This man has never been outside to support us. This man has never tried to fund any type of program that went out there to try to save the people. But at the same token, this man is supporting one religion over another. Whereas the Bronx is multicultural, and we all should be standing by each other. We also have Victor Pachado. His office is on 183rd. There's nothing that he's doing for the community. The average person in the community don't even know who Victor Pachado is. They never seen his face. He never came outside to do nothing for the community. So the community is left for its own, to fight for its own, to fund for its own, and do what it has to do for its own. So when you come through and ask why people is in the situation that they are, because we're left on our own. We have politicians that just get paid and that's all they do. They say that all politicians are supposed to live inside the community that they are elected in. I've been born and raised in the Bronx for 52 years. I have never lived in a community where politicians have lived next door to me. I have never went to a community where anybody has said that they know a politician that live in their building. I have never went to a block where somebody said that they know a politician that they live on their block. So therefore, these are people that's being elected into our community to take over our community that's actually not from our community, that does not know what our community need or want. They are outsiders that's coming into our community. You go to Fernando Cabrera office, as soon as you walk over there, that's the epicenter of K2. They have 1 million K2 centers over there. They have 5,000 alcohol in liquor stores over there. They got crack spots everywhere over there. There's crime everywhere over there. You can't even go on Burger King where he at. But this is where our office at for our councilman. This is where our office at for our councilman, where all the drugs in the world is at. But this the leader we following. Again, you got Victor Pachado. Right next to, hooked on, attached to Victor Pachado's office is a liquor store, a liquor warehouse. So after you leave the assemblyman office from getting some advice, you go right to the wine and spirit store and get drunk. That don't equal up. Why did he allow that to happen? Why did he allow that store to even come within him, inside his district, better yet connected to his office? That just shows you what he feel about, how he feel about the community. He doesn't live in the community. He can leave there and go to Yonkers or wherever they live at. We demand that all politicians from the Bronx and all of New York City, we want to see your address. We want to see your lease. We want to know some people that live in your building. We want to know some people that live on your block. We want to know some people that live in your community. Because as of now, y'all are outsiders that's inside our community that's taking money and getting paid to tell us what we want and what we need, and you're not even from our community. Because nobody knows you. You can't walk through the community and somebody knows you. Back again, we have to get rid of the DIAZ'S. Ruben Diaz Jr. and Ruben Diaz Sr. or the Bronx will never go back to where the Bronx has always been. The Bronx has always been a place of multicultural, where everybody felt welcome. Black, white, Spanish, Mexican, Colombian, Jamaican, we all was brothers and sisters. Until the DIAZ'S came in here and started separating us, and started supporting money to the hub, and not giving money to Fordham Road, and started going over here to Hunts Point, but not giving money to the Kingbridge or the High Bridge areas, where they start separating us, and they start making us feel different, and that brought the envy and that brought the hate that never existed in the Bronx. The DIAZ'S is out here and all they are is profiting from the Bronx. They're selling the Bronx to the real estate companies, to all the Jewish real estate companies. Every Jewish person out that's out is connected to the DIAZ'S. But meanwhile, the blacks and Spanishes, we can't even get a storefront. We can't get nothing. We living out here, we're homeless in the street. Like I said, this right here is Assemblyman Jose Rivera's office. But right here, 100 feet from his office, there's a whole place where everybody, the majority of people that be out here is homeless. That ain't right. Why is he living right? Why is he right there? And if you go another steps about 200 feet up, it's the office of Councilman Richie Torres. So Richie Torres walked past here right every day. Jose Rivera walked past here every day. But where's their empathy at? If you're going to start changing New York, would you start in your backyard where you work at? You know, if Victor Machado going to start when he turned that corner to 183rd, once he closed that liquor store down that's attached to his office. These people is not here for us. These people is here to get funded and get money for us and then leave us right where we at right now. Right now, they got the COVID-19 out. When was the last time you seen your local politician that you elected? Did your local politician come out, the same person that knocked on your door and asked for a vote? Did they come out and knock on your door and give you a mask to protect yourself from catching the coronavirus? No, they didn't. Did they come and knock on your door and give you some hand sanitizer to make sure that your mother, your father, your kids was eating? No, they didn't, because they don't need you for that. All they need you to do is sign your name and say you vote for them, and then they'll see you in the next 2 or 4 years. It's time for that to stop. It's time for us to come together and stick together, and the community to stick together, and to be together, not let people divide us, and not let these politicians divide us. Because when the politicians go home, wherever they live at, it's not in the Bronx. We stuck here to live amongst each other. So we can't let them separate us because they don't live amongst us. Even though they are recommended to live amongst us, nobody out here can tell me a politician that live on their block in their community. Not one soul. Because that means that they don't live on our block in our community. Once again, when you look at once you can look around, now you can hold it. I don't know if you see me like that today. You are? You see me? But turn it around with me. Yeah. You want me to do it so you can see it? Yeah. Now turn around so you can see everybody. Once again, like I said, this is called, we're rated number 62 The famous number that they always call us is number 62. When you look at every hashtag that Ruben Diaz Jr. has, he has number 62. So you would assume that number 62 is something for us to be proud of, right? No. Number 62 means that out of 62 counties in New York State, all the way from Syracuse to Manhattan to Niagara Falls, we're number 62, which means we are the worst of the worst. When it comes to HIV, we're number 1. When it comes to being homeless, we're number 1. When it comes to having teenagers that's homeless, we're number 1. When it comes to alcohol dependence and all that, we're number 1. That's why they're promoting number 62. So when you see Ruben Diaz Jr., he walk around and he say we number 62, y'all put 2 thumbs down and say we not number 62. The only reason we number 62 because you and your father made us number 62. Because before they came, we wasn't number 62. Any words you hear that come out of Ruben Diaz's mouth, or his father, the first words they say is, the hub. The hub is not the Bronx. The hub is only one section of the Bronx. We have Riverdale. We have High Bridge. We have Fordham Road area. We have Burnside area. We have Cambridge. We got Parkchester. We got Castle Hill. We got the 170th area. It's more areas than just the hub. So stop letting somebody come and say he representing the Bronx, but he only represents one place. And he keep on shouting out the hub, and we keep on promoting and saluting him like he's doing something for us. Ruben Diaz Jr. and Ruben Diaz Sr. have done nothing for the elderly. Zero. They have done nothing for the elderly. Zero, zero, zero. They do not support the elderly. The elderly is our grandparents. The elderly is the older people in our community that taught us. It will be none of us if it wasn't for the elderly. So if you disrespect the elderly, that means you disrespecting me, you disrespecting all of us. That's somebody that's saying they don't care about your mother, they don't care about your father, they don't care about your grandparents. And that's what they're doing. They have zero respect for the elderly. They have zero respect for the youth. That's why a lot of this rioting was going on. That's why a lot of this looting was going on. Because the youth feel like they're not included. They're not included into the circle of things that's going on. And the only thing that's going on, if you're not inside the Diaz connection, then it's not going on. But for the Bronx, we don't need to be inside the Diaz connection to keep things going on. Because we're inside the Bronx connection, and the Bronx is stronger than the Diaz's. And that's what we gotta prove to them. This is what the Bronx is about right here. All of us right here, Africans, Mexicans, Dominicans, blacks, Jamaicans, all of us together in peace. We can't allow nobody to separate us, especially somebody that's getting paid from the outside. Ruben Diaz Jr. and Ruben Diaz Sr. don't care about us, because Ruben Diaz Sr. goes downtown with the Jewish people and he gets all his money from there. His whole campaign, 90% of his campaign, come from the Jewish billionaires downtown. They don't even live in the Bronx.
Yeah. He
get paid from people downtown. And them same people that pay him from downtown come to the Bronx and say, I want that building. I want that building. I want that building. And we all know one hand washes the other. So what you think Ruben Diaz Sr. do? He gives them that building, that building, that building, and that building, and leave us homeless on the street. That's what they do. The Bronx, we got all these people homeless. We got more shelters than anywhere else, anywhere. We got over 110 homeless shelters. How can we have 110 plus homeless shelters, but we got all these superheroes? The Bronx borough president, who's supposed to be a big shot. We got his father walking around with a big hat on like he's J.R. Ewing. If you J.R. Ewing, do what J.R. Ewing was doing, take care of your people. And stop taking care of one set of people. It's a shame we walk out here. The average person in the Bronx is unemployed. The average person in the Bronx don't have proper health insurance. The average person in the Bronx can't pay their rent. They gotta go month for month to get a one-shot deal on welfare. Why I gotta get a one-shot deal from welfare and I've been living here for 50-something years? Because the DIAZ'S put us in that position where we cannot get over a certain lump besides you start getting down with them. And everybody should not have to be a part of your system in order to elevate inside the Bronx.
That's right.
And that's what we need to do. We need to vote them out. Hell no, the DIAZ'S gotta go. Hell no, the DIAZ'S gotta go. Hell no, the DIAZ'S gotta go. But we gotta bring the Bronx to what the Bronx was. And that's everybody living in peace, and everybody humble, and everybody doing what they gotta do. You know, we never been in this type of situation right here. People wonder why all the looting is going on. You know why the looting is going on? Because every program that goes to the DIAZ'S and say, I need help to support my community, they say no. When you go to Fernando Cabrera and say, I need help for my community, he say no. When you go to Jose Rivera and say you need help for your community, he say no. I won't even make it better for y'all. When Little Junior got killed up the block on 183rd Street, Little Junior, the 15-year-old kid that got stabbed up, every politician, including the governor, came to the Bronx for Showtime to get on TV and tell all of us that they're going to open up a big center in the name of Junior right there on 183rd Street. Well, Junior been dead for going on 4 years, y'all. And they said they had $20 million to open up a center. It ain't nothing open up that block. They ain't do nothing, because guess what? Once the lights, camera, action left, Richie Torres left, Governor Como left, and everybody else left, and they never came back. So the people that's living in that area are still going through the same thing they're going through. They ain't do nothing for Junior. The Fresh Air Fund came out and seen that they wasn't doing nothing for Junior, so the Fresh Air Fund came out and do a summer thing for Junior. But that had nothing to do with the politicians and nothing to do with the city. So don't think that the city funded that. The city did not fund that. That was the Fresh Air Fund. The city did nothing for Junior. Junior died in vain. They stand out here every day and they prosecute the guys that did it, and they're wrong. But at the same token, the city sold a whole bunch of false hopes that they were going to do a whole bunch of changes in that community, and I live on that community. They did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this is what we go through every day, and it gotta change, man. If we don't stick together and get it to change, it's gonna keep on remaining the same thing. There's gonna be more juniors killed in the Bronx. All over. And other people gonna come in here and give us the same thing, a bunch of false hopes, and telling us what can happen and what can't happen. You know, we got to get rid of the DIAZ'S, man. We got to get rid of them. And I'm gonna be here every Saturday, right here. Every Sunday, I'm gonna be on the concourse. And every Friday or Monday, I'm gonna be on Jerome Avenue. And I'm gonna keep on doing it and keep on doing it and keep on doing it till the whole Bronx know that they gotta go. That's the only way we all can live in harmony, man. That's the only way. Back in the days when I was little, an apartment cost $500. We all supposed to have some place to stay. Apartment cost $500. Right now, since the DIAZ'S came in, and they selling all our real estate to the Jewish people downtown, if you try to get a room, it costs about $250 a week. If you try to get a one-bedroom apartment, it costs about $1,500. They forcing us into the street. But at the same time, they living comfortably with their big hats on and their big boots on. And we living like bums, like peasants in the street. But we keep voting for them. We're supposed to be like $500, $600 a month. Everybody working, oh, y'all busting, I'm doing it. We working hard. 2, 3 jobs just to pay rent. That's because the DIAZ'S sold all our property to the downtown Jewish people. That's why. They selling all our property. And we the ones that's suffering. We the ones that gotta work to break our back. 2, 3 jobs to stand in a one-bedroom apartment that you can barely even stretch in. But you paying $1,200 a month for. That's called highway robbery. Because somebody can go to PA, and I know when your family send you a picture, and they live in Georgia, they live in Puerto Rico down south, and they send you a picture of what they spent $1,200 for, you be like, God damn! They got the backyard, they got the upstairs, downstairs, you ain't got nothing. You locked up in a one-bedroom, not even a bedroom, you in a single room. Because the DIAZ'S sold all our property. It's time for us to take back the Bronx, it's time for us to take back our property, and it's time for us to get the DIAZ'S out of here. And that's what that I gotta say, peace.
Well, them dudes gotta go.
Is that it right here?
Yeah. No, leave it. Thanks, Deb. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow ain't gonna stop us. The DIAZ'S gotta go. We can come in all weather. We gonna be here.